up that we got here. So right now we are producing this show using an app called Riverside, which we recently discovered. It's pretty cool. I think Riverside is going to take over as the premier kind of webcasting tool. Right now, everyone's all hot about Zoom. I never liked Zoom. I don't know if you ever really got into Zoom. I used to use GoToWebinar because GoToWebinar used to have a bit better broadcasting functionality over Zoom. But somehow, after all the shit hit the fan in the world, everyone went to Zoom. But I really like this app. And one thing we were talking about that we did a bit of research on is whether or not you should be wearing headphones when producing your podcast. So if you're watching the video right now, you can see that Andrew is wearing headphones and I am not. Andrew, how does it feel to be wearing headphones?
I'm liking it. I'm super digging this. I mean, I know you and I, before we hit the record button here, we were chatting in the green room about the conversation Mr. Beast had with Joe on the Joe Rogan podcast here recently, the Joe Rogan Experience. And they had a whole conversation about this at the beginning. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out because it's hilarious. And the Mr. Beast's big comment was the fact that, oh, he's all tripping out. I'm tripping out because I can hear myself. I don't want to hear myself. But Joe and he certainly highlighted the advantages of using a headset. Yeah, there's the episode. Matt's just bringing it up for everybody there. There's certain advantages of using headsets, and it's probably more paramount or important when you have more than two speakers. At least that's what Joe Rogan was saying, that it pretty much allows you from not speaking over one another. It's almost impossible having a proper conversation without headsets. But clearly, Matt and I were able to work it in such a way that he's been able to leave his headset off the show, and it looks like he's not going to be speaking over me. I don't know.
I almost wanted to speak over you just now. Yeah, you know what? I just don't have the proper headphones for it right now because I have Bluetooth headphones. I'm going to get some wired ones. You know what's funny is because of the way we're recording this, I'm using my phone as a camera on Riverside, and I can you can't turn the volume all the way down when you use the Riverside app on your phone. So I can slightly hear some sound coming out of the speaker, and it's really annoying me. So I think if I had those headphones right now, it probably would be helpful. So yeah, I do think it's interesting. I was, as I was doing research about creating a podcast or, doing video, I was looking at what kind of gear people had. I did notice a lot of people using headphones, some of them not. And I also just over the last year or so, I've just noticed conversations about whether or not you need to wear headphones and how that works, right? So I think you don't have to have headphones if you're going to be doing a podcast, but I think that you're probably going to get a better quality product. And I think it makes a lot more sense when you have more than one person. So if you're just by yourself doing a podcast, probably not. But when you are going to be interviewing someone or you have other people on, you're probably going to get a better quality podcast. And that brings us to the next.